What's up, guys? Okay, so look, I want to say something because I just gathered my thoughts in the last week, and I really just came to the conclusion of realizing that a lot of people, they sit there and say, it's not always up to you. It's usually and sometimes up to just the life that we live and like how life works. And sometimes things come into place, and sometimes things maybe happen that we don't expect or we don't assume is going to happen. And it's just out of our control at times, right? I believe that to a degree. I really do. But the point I'm trying to make here is that I feel like we have more control of our lives than we really think, or at least than we really know here, right? Because a lot of people, I feel like when people try to do things, when people try to get something or accomplish X thing or get Y object or whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, if you try your absolute hardest and you really truthfully within your heart want it, I don't think that there's anything wrong with knowing that you believe you can get it. I mean, time and time again in my life, I've personally experienced this time and time again. I mean, countless of times, I can't even tell you, that I have wanted something and I've gotten it. Damn, it's so fucking hot. Oh my God, I'm sweating my balls off. I hate doing this shit. So yeah, man, a lot of people, they sit there and they just bitch and moan. I feel like a lot of people, they don't try their absolute hardest, right, for things that they say they want. Because at the end of the day, if they truly want it the way they say they do, they're gonna get it, right? Everything I've put in my life that I've wanted or that I've gone after, I've absolutely undesirably, without hesitation, chased after that shit. And I never gave up and I never stopped. And that's the thing, man. I feel like God puts certain circumstances and scenarios that he feels you can endure and handle and overcome, but some of us choose not to. Some of us choose to just fucking give up. I don't get it. So, like, to me, I feel like if you just are one of those people that decides to give up or to let go or to just let loose and just stop trying and fucking lose in this game of life, like, I don't know what to say to you, buddy. Like, it either just wasn't meant for you to get whatever you were trying to get, or you just suck, okay? I'm just gonna say it straight up, okay? Because at the end of the day, maybe this is just a personality trait thing that I have, but with me personally, anything that I want in life, I try my absolute hardest to get it, right? And I sit there and say, Kevin, when you try to get X thing or Y thing or whatever it is, like, did you try your absolute hardest? Did you try your 100%? And I always do, or at least I try my best to, right? Obviously, there's some times and situations where maybe I could have tried a little harder, spent a couple of hours on that craft or done that thing, and, oh, they're cutting fucking grass, god damn it. It's okay. You can't really hear that much. But yeah, like, and the times that I didn't try my absolute hardest, maybe it's because there was just maybe a slight disinterest. Even if there's a slight disinterest in it, that's enough for you to not get what you're trying to achieve. You need to put your absolute 100. You need to put your absolute hardest. And, I know for a fact that God puts these circumstances and situations in our life because he knows that we can endure them and that we can overcome these things and that we can actually look on the bright side and get to the other side and say, damn, like, I went through all of that and it was a major curveball at times, but I had a learning lesson through it, right? And I think that's the most valuable source that we can gather from this life that we are living, is that, yeah, sure, maybe it's cool and fun for a few minutes, to be honest with you, to achieve the things that we try to achieve in our lifetime. But I think what's more special and more important is the lessons we learn within those times in that journey that we try to get X thing or Y thing. It doesn't matter what it is, Anyways, yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I've just always been the type of person to live like that, to live my life like that. And, when you have doubters, when you have people always talking shit to you and saying that you can't do it or you shouldn't do it, or you just basically shouldn't follow your gut, your instinct. Who the fuck are they, man? You know, they're not in your shoes. They're not living your life. They're not living your circumstance. So honestly, the only person you really have is God and yourself to trust wholeheartedly, 100%, right? Maybe you have family members or whatever that you could trust and shit, but at the end of the day, the only one you can truly say to yourself, I know for a fact this person has my back, is yourself and God. And with those two things, you need to just live life with that and just carry on and just do what your gut says you should do. Stick to your instincts, follow your heart, follow your gut, and trust the process, right? Anything that I've achieved in my life that I've gotten, I had to overcome major obstacles, right? Trials and tribulations, man, I'll fucking tell you. God, this is fucking annoying. This guy's cutting this tree, man. You gotta sit there and say to yourself, if that goal you're trying to achieve is really worth it to you, what's holding you back? What's stopping you? What's making you put in less hours into trying to get it, right? Like, you gotta be truthful to yourself, because, yeah, sure, you could sit there and make excuses and try to, like, victimize yourself to other people on why you didn't achieve it or get it or whatever the fucking case may be, but maybe you're gonna have some sympathizers coming your way, but ultimately, even if you do, right, all you're doing is just supplying yourself with a dopamine rush and just trying to get like some dopamine hitting your brain to get these like little highs in your head to try to justify your lack of ambition and fucking laziness. I mean, that's ultimately what you're doing. I mean, if you go like just wholeheartedly, just 100 stone cold deep diving into this, that's literally the scientific reasoning as to why people cope by fucking just explain to other people like their problems or why they can't do something. That's like the biggest one. I can't do it because of this, you know what I mean? Like, that's the problem. And it's like, buddy, you know, I mean, I don't mind you talking to me and saying that shit, but at the end of the day, like, you're not telling me this. You're telling yourself this. You know, I'm not living your life. You're living it. So I don't know why the fuck you're telling me this. Like, I can do something about it. I'm not God, motherfucker. So yeah, I mean, I guess the ultimate message here in this video is like, ask yourself, is the juice worth the squeeze? And if it is, apply yourself out there and really give it your all, man. Like, give it your all, bro. Give it your fucking all, dude. You know? If there's one thing we can never buy is this time back. I mean, you could be a millionaire. I mean, you got people like Bill Gates and fucking Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. I mean, these guys are billionaires, probably trillionaires to be, right? Soon, one day. But if there's one thing that they can never buy with any amounts of money, it doesn't matter that they have the copious amounts of money they do, is time. They can't reverse the clock. They can't reverse their age. They can't go back to 15 years old, 25 years old, 35 years old. They can't. So they're just living for what they have left, like all of us are, essentially. And that's really it, you know? Yeah, man. Yeah. I can't stress it enough, man. It just really bothers me sometimes when people message me on Instagram and they kind of make excuses for themselves, or I see themselves holding their potential. It bothers me, bro, because I know they're worth more. I know you guys are capable of more. We all are. So you always have to strive for more. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, man. If the juice is worth the squeeze, fucking go after it. And enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. I think that's the most beautiful and the most important part of this whole thing is enjoying it and actually saying to yourself, this is what I learned. This is the mistakes I've made. This is what I now know that I should have done that I didn't do before. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really what life is all about, to be honest. So I'm gonna go. I'm fucking cooking over here. I'm literally dying. I can't believe I still do these videos sitting in the car. I gotta do this somewhere else from now on because I'm done. I'm done fucking sweating. I've already sweat enough in my life, okay? Look at this shit. Fucking literal armpit sweat. All right, I'm gonna go, guys. Oh shit. Have a beautiful day. It's your boy Kevin Diaz from Crew Aesthetics, and we are out, motherfuckers. Peace.